People ask me all the time, why is it Healing 101? Sounds like class. Sounds like you're going to school. The reality, it is that. It's designed to be a seminar series that teaches you what I like to call psychological fitness skills for one purpose and one purpose only. And that is to teach you how to live mentally well, how to find hope and healing in your daily life. A lot of people ask me, Bob, what's a crisis? Man, we hear about crises all the time. What's crisis? What's trauma? What's it all have to do with anything? Well, let me tell you. In short, I see a crisis as a life storm, as a news at 11 event, a one-time occurrence or a series of occurrences that happen to us. They're the things that happen. It's sort of like the plot line of a movie. What do storms do? They break things. What do crises do? They break important connections that we have to people, places, and things. You see, crises are life storms. Break things in our lives. Hope, dreams, marriages, connections with people, places, and things. When we think about those bad days, when we think about those life storms, and the damage they did to our lives, we can't help but automatically feel afraid. Or automatically feel deeply, deeply wounded. It's natural. It's a human experience. Trauma is the real-time, here and now, automatic emotional response, automatic physiological response to our thinking about, processing, reflecting, pondering, rolling around in our brain, showing the movie of our life in our mind. When we do that, we feel. I've been in grief. Have you been in grief? All of us have been in grief. Of course we have, from the moment of our birth. We are grieving the broken connections of life. I myself have lost 2 children, overcome drug and alcohol addiction, lost my entire financial nest egg, lost my home, lost jobs, a lot of losses in my life. We often think of grief as associated with someone dying, and that is, of course, one of the biggest, if not one of the most painful, broken connections that we can experience in life. In short, folks, grief is a natural healing process. It is the means by which we heal the broken things in our lives, the broken connections to people, because they pass away. They move to California. Our kids who go to college, and we become empty nesters. Broken connections. We grieve the broken connections due to divorce, the brokenness of a family, the brokenness of a marriage, the brokenness of a promise, the brokenness of a future. Grief, in its simplest forms, my friends, is a natural healing process by which we mend the brokenness in our lives. We mend that brokenness so that we can learn to heal the pain that we feel as a result of those broken attachments. We learn to manage the fear that we feel as a result of those broken attachments. How do you heal anger, Bob, is what people tell me. Well, I'm a big fan of reverse engineering a lot of things. First of all, you have to understand it. So what is anger? Anger's behavioral. We see it, we feel it, we smell it. We hear people yelling and arguing. That's anger. We see people fighting. That's anger. We see people drinking and drugging. That's anger. We see people isolating, staying away from others. That's anger. We see people committing adultery and having an affair. That's anger. We see people attempting to take their own lives. And yes, that's anger. It's no different than trying to take the life of someone else. Anger's behavioral. What do behaviors do? They express emotions and fulfill needs. Alright, so what are the emotions that anger behaviors are expressing? Simple. Hurt and fear. We are afraid of something either being taken from us or happening to us, or we've been hurt. Somebody's wounded us. And that hurt and that fear just can't stay down. It's like cooking a pot of pasta on the stove with the lid on. Eventually it's going to boil over. And that's what the anger behavior does. It expels, expresses, gets rid of all that unwanted toxic hurt and fear. That's why anger feels so darn good. That's why we keep coming back to it. Because it feels good to let go of that toxic emotion. It feels good to just let it go. If we learn how to manage our anxieties and our fears and work our problems, if we learn how to heal our hurts, then we should, if we reverse engineer this the right way, be able to change the behaviors because the toxic fuel won't be there. But mental wellness is achieved by working on and developing a unique set of psychological fitness skills for yourself. Mental wellness is about improving the quality of your life. It's about you taking control and taking charge of your life, deciding what works for you, what's important for you. It's about finding that hope that fuels motivation. For me, mental wellness is all about you. Sure, you can call me a self-help guru, you can call me a motivational speaker or performer, but at the end of the day, my hope is that through my videos, the blog, the radio show, that you hear something that makes you go, maybe this will work for me, or wow, there's an interesting concept, there's an interesting idea. Maybe I should incorporate that into my world. Maybe I should take that idea, that concept, and weave that into my worldview, the way that I perceive things in my life. Because maybe it'll make me just a tiny bit more capable of being able to manage the fear that sometimes plagues my life. Maybe it'll give me what I need to heal the hurt that sometimes plagues my life. My goal is to give you the tools that you need to craft the mental wellness action plan through a series of psychological fitness skills that work best for you, that help you improve the quality of your life, the life that you want, the life that you desire. You know, for me, my life is pretty simple. I'm looking for fun and freedom. I got to have lots of fun in my life. Spending time with my family and friends, going on adventures, traveling, speaking, doing the radio shows, putting the videos together. And I need a lot of freedom or variety. I need a lot of different things to keep me interested and activated and motivated. So for me, I know some of the things that work best. I don't really know the things that are going to work best for you. Only you know that. You're the expert of your life. Mental wellness and what I do through all of this media and other things is to help inspire people to first of all listen, read, watch, then reflect. Reflect on what you've heard. Is that an idea that kind of you think is worth exploring? Or is that a dumb idea you don't want anything to do with? Reflect. Then consider whether that idea, that concept, that technique, that skill is going to work for you to improve the quality of your life. That's what mental wellness is.